Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Curse of Oak Island Vikings and Templar bombshell secrets coming. Curse of Oak Island hasn't produced much treasure lately, but there were smiles, especially from Rick Lagina, who heard an expert's opinion on the theory that Vikings worked with the Templars. Thanks to new structures found, it seemed to be exciting news from the History Channel. Curse of Oak Island, the expert on Vikings and Templars. It was archaeoastronomer Professor Adriana Vespani who surprised Rick Lagina when he made a serious pronouncement. After examining the monuments, he pointed out that they seemed to have been constructed at the same time as Nolan's Cross. Although modern explorers think they know a lot, people from ancient times also knew enough to get around the world. So, Adriana Vespani noted that experts built the monuments. The Curse of Oak Island might soon reveal more secrets, and the expert Vespani seemed convinced of the possibility that the Vikings and the Templars worked together. While that seemed astounding, Rick liked the idea. After all, it took experts in navigation and geometry to make them. Who could it be? Who was around in 1200? That narrowed things down a lot. History Channel's Curse of Oak Island, Two Worlds Collide. As the Templars had the know-how for navigation, if the Vikings were in the area, then it's possible they came across each other. Perhaps the story went, they cooperated. On a side note to that discussion, there was a new structure found in the swamp. Meanwhile, the Dumas miners were still busy working in the garden shaft. The ancient legends of Oak Island tell of buried treasure, guarded secrets, and enigmatic riddles that have withstood the test of time. Among the stories that swirl around the windswept shores of this island, none are more tantalizing than the rumored connections to the Vikings and the Knights Templar, two powerful groups whose histories are shrouded in mystery and intrigue. The Curse of Oak Island has captured the imaginations of treasure hunters for over 2 centuries. Theories have abounded, but now whispers speak of bombshell discoveries that might finally unravel the enigma. What if the long-lost secrets buried deep beneath the earth, tied directly to the legendary Norse explorers and the enigmatic warrior monks who once wielded untold influence? #### The Viking Trail. The history of the Vikings is as brutal as it is fascinating. Warriors, explorers, and seafarers who ventured far beyond their Scandinavian homelands. They've left their mark across the world, from Iceland to Newfoundland, carving runes and raising stones as symbols of their presence. It's said that they reached North America long before Columbus ever set sail, establishing settlements along the coast. But what if their voyages went further? What if they not only sailed to the shores of Vinland, but also ventured deeper into the wild lands of Nova Scotia? A hidden trail of Norse artifacts, ancient navigational tools, and runic inscriptions scattered across the region may be the breadcrumbs leading to a deeper mystery, a hidden cache of Viking treasures. It's believed that at the height of their exploration, a band of Vikings discovered Oak Island, a small, inconspicuous landmass that seemed perfect for hiding something valuable. Did they recognize the island's natural concealment and use it to bury their riches? Perhaps they were not only hiding gold, but something far more significant, a key to unlock further mysteries, a map to their sacred sites, or a record of their uncharted journeys. Runic carvings found in the vicinity could be a clue. Scholars and amateur sleuths alike have puzzled over them, and recent breakthroughs suggest that these markings correspond to Viking symbols of guardianship and protection. Could these runes be a ward against intruders, a warning of the dangers that lurk below, or even a marker pointing to a hidden entrance yet undiscovered? #### The Templar Legacy. If the Vikings were the first to lay claim to Oak Island, the Templars might have followed centuries later. The Knights Templar, warrior monks of immense power and mystery, were said to have amassed a fortune during their time as protectors of the Holy Land. But their true wealth was never in gold alone. It was in secrets, esoteric knowledge, sacred relics, and forbidden texts. When the Templars were persecuted in the early 14th century, these treasures vanished from history. According to some theories, the Templars didn't just disappear, they went underground, preserving their knowledge and treasures by hiding them in remote, inaccessible places. Legends persist that the Templars sailed to North America, bringing with them sacred relics like the Holy Grail or even the Ark of the Covenant. Could Oak Island be one of their hidden vaults? One piece of evidence that fuels this speculation is the presence of the Nolan's Cross, a stone formation discovered on the island that bears striking similarities to Templar symbols. Positioned with geometric precision, this cross is believed by some to be more than just a coincidence. What if it's a coded message, a map, or even a spiritual marker placed there by the Templars to safeguard what lies below? The alignment of Nolan's Cross with celestial patterns further deepens the intrigue. It's as if the island itself was chosen for its connection to the stars, much like other Templar sites across Europe. Could the treasure buried on Oak Island be more than mere riches? Could it be a trove of hidden knowledge or an artifact of unimaginable power? ####a convergence of mysteries. The idea that the Vikings and the Templars could both have used Oak Island as a repository for their secrets seems far-fetched, yet the clues persist. The overlapping timelines, the geographic proximity, and the symbolic markings suggest a possible convergence, a shared history where these two groups unknowingly intersected in their quests. Recent developments hint at the possibility that the island's treasure could be more than just one thing. What if it's a layered mystery, with different levels of deposits left by different groups at different times? Perhaps the Vikings buried their hoard first, and centuries later, the Templars discovered the same site and added their own contributions, burying deeper, more elusive secrets beneath the original deposit. As modern treasure hunters dig deeper into the mysteries of Oak Island, new discoveries have begun to surface: fragments of ancient swords, shards of pottery, and remnants of cryptic manuscripts. The sun dipped low on the horizon, casting an amber glow over the restless waves that lapped against the rugged shores of Oak Island. The island, a mere 140 acres of rocky terrain and dense woods off the coast of Nova Scotia, had long been a place of whispers and shadows, a place where legends refused to die. For centuries, Oak Island had been the subject of endless speculation, its secrets buried beneath layers of earth and time. Stories of buried treasure had drawn countless adventurers, each convinced they would be the one to unlock the island's mysteries. Some said it was pirate gold, hidden by the notorious Captain Kidd. Others whispered of Spanish galleons laden with plundered Incan gold, lost to the ravages of time. But the most tantalizing tale of all was the one that connected the island to the enigmatic Knights Templar and their Viking predecessors. As the legend goes, the Templars, those warrior monks who wielded both sword and faith, had discovered something of immense value in the Holy Land, something so powerful, so dangerous, that it could change the course of history. Fearing it would fall into the wrong hands, they fled across Europe, pursued by kings and popes who coveted their secret. The Templars, it was said, found refuge in Scotland, where they formed an alliance with Viking seafarers, those fearless Norsemen who had once terrorized the coastlines of Europe. Together, the Templars and Vikings hatched a plan to transport their treasure to the New World, far from the grasp of their enemies. They sailed across the treacherous Atlantic, navigating by the stars, and finally arrived at a small, uninhabited island off the coast of what is now Canada. It was here, on Oak Island, that they buried their treasure deep underground, beneath traps and false leads that would thwart any who dared to seek it. For centuries, the island's secret remained untouched, its guardians long gone, their purpose forgotten by all but the most dedicated historians and treasure hunters. That is, until a group of brothers, Rick and Marty Legima, stumbled upon the legend and became obsessed with solving the mystery of Oak Island. The Legimas had spent years exploring the island, digging into its history and its soil, uncovering strange artifacts that hinted at something ancient and profound. They had found fragments of human bones, pieces of parchment, and even what appeared to be a Knights Templar cross. But the deeper they dug, the more questions they uncovered. What exactly had the Templars hidden on Oak Island, and why had they gone to such lengths to protect it?